Electric.
We're like those guys, you're clapping. There's two people there. You got to spread it out. You got to spread the claps out to make it sound like more people are clapping. Yeah.
Right.
That's us.
So did we just have a live audience? I don't know.
We just had a live audience, but we were the two live audiences, and we were clapping for ourselves. So to make sure that it sounded like more people were clapping, we spread our claps out.
That's smart. That's very smart. What is it? Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Man vs. Line, episode 8. We got a great show lined up for you today. As always, going to recap our tough week, do a couple hot takes, and then bring on 2 guest pickers this week. We'll get to that. Let's go. Hey.
No. Oh, hell no.
All right.
Well.
All right. Listen. You saw it on the Instagram. You saw it on Twitter. It was a rough week. Sometimes you just get kicked in the huevos, and you got to get back up and keep going.
I'm into my bonus funds right now. We're just gonna out and say it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, my account's not doing too hot either.
I was down to $40 in my account. Now luckily I've been throwing a lot of money. Not like spending. I've only put $200 in my account just for everybody. I've only put 200 in. We're down to 40. But with the amount of bets we've been making, we had $160 in bonus cash. So we're back. The money was tarnished. Old money's out. We got rid of it. We don't want it. We got bonus funds. We got Bovada funds. And I'm going to make them eat the fact that they just gave me bonus cash.
You clean the money.
I clean the money. I'm a money
launderer. I put in $35 back probably beginning of August. I flipped that into 645, but now I'm down to like 300. It's tough. It's tough. But like I said, I'm only putting 35 in, so I'm happy with that. To only lose 300 after the couple weeks I've had, that's absolutely fine. I went last week 4-6. Mal,
not good. Just not good. I don't even like 3 and 4. First of all, I'm sorry, Nick Saban. I'm sorry, Bryce Young. I'm sorry to Alabama fans everywhere.
We gotta kiss his feet.
I'm sorry to Alabama fans everywhere. Look, I get it. I deserve all the hate. I'll eat all the crow that I can stomach. But I stand by picking Ole Miss because I still don't think Alabama. I'm still not sold on them. I'm not sold on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Ole Miss's offense did not do what we thought they would do. Lane Kiffin choked in the big moment. His popcorn burnt. And quite frankly,
well, he said no. Kiffin said they forgot to plug the microwave in. That's what he
said. Okay. So Kiffin forgot to plug the microwave in. And Kiffin honestly just made some dumbass calls. If we're being honest, the amount of times he went for it on 4th down, like I get playing aggressive. There's a damn line between playing aggressive.
He left at least 10 points out there.
Exactly. Between playing aggressive and just straight up not playing smart.
Yeah.
There's a line there. There's a difference.
He got caught up in the moment for sure. He definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
If they play that game 10 times, I think Alabama wins at 6.
Yeah. I'd give them 7, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. I'll give.
They're definitely the better team.
They're definitely the better team.
Yeah.
But Lane Kiffin, I'm so disappointed in him. Like I'm so disappointed in Lane Kiffin that like I don't have enough room to be pissed off at Urban Meyer.
Tread tread, but
Tread.
Urban's in hot water, man. It's getting a little spicy
Urban
down in
seat's about
Jacksonville.
hotter than Ed Orgeron's at this point. I feel like.
Oh, way hotter. I think Urban Meyer will be gone in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks.
I think Ed Orgeron will be gone at the end of this week when they lose to Kentucky.
We'll get into that because I like that take. I like it. Yeah, so I had Liberty money line. They ended up winning big.
Big time.
I backed Pop's lock. Texas 5.5, lost by half a point. Hurts. So I was essentially half a point away from going 5-5, not making excuses, but there's an excuse to be made. Michigan money line.
Easy money.
I don't know how they weren't favored. So
look, Michigan,
easy money.
Michigan. I don't want to say they're legit because they can't
But
beat Georgia, Alabama. But for the rest, they're legit.
They're legit. I agree with
Georgia,
that
Alabama, the rest.
Yes. Yeah. And then Ole Miss 14.5 for me. Army 7.5. Choke job. They were the better team by a mile. Didn't even win the game. They got kind of killed. So that's me. 2 and 3 in college football. Now let's go ahead and delve into yours a little bit.
Man, it was. Do we have
to?
Okay.
It's okay, brother. Yeah, we do.
I'm sad.
It's part of doing this for the people.
I'm sad, man. Okay. Look.
We can't turn a blind eye. We have to accept our failures to become better.
Look, Michigan. Let's talk about the positive for the first part. Like I said, Michigan. For the rest, they are elite. The Michigan is cream of the crop. Michigan is going to rise to the top. And they're going to beat Ohio State at the end of the year. I'm saying it right now. When I pick Michigan to beat Ohio State, nobody be shocked. Please don't. But UGA, minus 18. Look, if you're not sold on Georgia yet, same thing with Alabama. If you're not sold on these two teams yet and you're not picking them to cover every week, I can't help you. I physically, there's nothing I can do because it's legitimately almost free money every week for these teams to cover, especially whenever they make Georgia's line against Auburn 14.5. We'll get into that later. But yeah, I can't help you. And then Pittsburgh over Georgia Tech, minus 3.5. The Rambling wrecked on I-75. It was a fiery crash. Not
3
good.
lanes shut down.
3 lanes were shut down.
Standstill traffic. People were walking to Buc-ee's. That's how bad it was. People were walking to Buc-ee's.
Wake Forest. You won the game. Good win.
They won the game.
Those guys. But you're not a great team. You're great. You're a good team. You're a good team.
That's your ACC winner right there.
You're a good team, but you're not a great
team. They
should
win the ACC.
They should win the ACC.
There's no excuse.
Wake Forest is a good team, not a great team. Same thing with West Virginia. Good team, not a great team. I don't know if that was just a bad take.
I think it was a bad take.
I think I think we're all still putting way too much stock into Oklahoma, because that was the entire porpoise, and yes, I said porpoise intentionally, of picking West Virginia was because they literally should have beaten Oklahoma, which, if we're being honest here, but 7.5.
We want Caleb.
Dude, I just Oklahoma's a dumpster fire. And then we got Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Send them to the outhouse.
To the naked eye, Notre Dame should win that game. But
when you delve into it,
and listen, I know Notre Dame stinks. I know Notre Dame's a bad team. And I know Cincinnati is a group of 5 team. Not anymore. Next year they'll be in the Big 12.
They'll be in the Big 12.
But they needed to prove something to me before I ever touched them, betting wise, and they proved that they can win the games. So going forward, Cincinnati has my respect.
That was my thing. I took Notre Dame money line because I did not think Notre Dame was going to cover. Wait, they were favored, right? No, they were under.
Notre Dame was plus 110.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Notre Dame was an underdog. First of all,
yeah.
Look, I put too much stock into Notre Dame. Also, I didn't delve into the fucking into the game enough. Cincinnati's a good team. They always have been. They were last year. They proved that when they played Georgia. They're a good team. I just thought Notre Dame had something in them. I thought there was something they could pull deep down within them that was going to say, we're not
Zero
going
grit.
zero grit, no grit at all.
No grit on that team.
How has Brian Kelly kept his job? What is it, 12 years now? 12 years? He's kept his job 12 years.
Close. I think it's that. Close to that.
If I was a Notre Dame fan, I would cut any ties I had, any funding I was giving them, any donations. I would cut all of it because it's ridiculous having Brian Kelly stay in that program. I just cannot, for the life of me, understand the mediocrity that they're dealing with.
And hot take, but I don't think it's actually a hot take, and it's very, very true take. Yes, he's led them to the playoffs and national championships, but he didn't. Their schedule led them to the playoff in their national championship because they're not in a Power 5 conference.
If we look at the one national championship they played in back in 2012-13, they were either going to play Georgia or Alabama. And it was a heavyweight battle in the SEC championship. And we knew whoever won that game was going to go on and beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame didn't have a shot.
That was the national championship.
SEC. The SEC championship was national. Notre Dame did not have a shot in that game. And I still can't believe Notre Dame made a BCS national championship. I legitimately cannot believe that. Now, fast forward to the playoffs. They made 2 trips to the playoffs and gotten absolutely
mollywopped.
Well, actually, they didn't get mollywopped by Bama last year. The line was 19 and they covered. So I got to give Brian Kelly that. They did cover. But look, they had no legitimate shot at beating Alabama last year. Absolutely none. No legitimate shot.
Mm-mm.
And they haven't had a legitimate shot to win a national championship since Brian Kelly's been there. They might have gone and had a chance, but they had no legitimate chance.
Yeah.
So if I'm a booster, if I'm
to the untrained eye, it might have seemed like they had a chance. But if you know football, you know that Notre Dame never had a chance.
If you just know Brian Kelly and Notre Dame in general, Brian Kelly's not going to win the big game. He proved that. He's proved that time and time again, and it's just baffling to me how he still has a job.
Yeah, and another thing I want to talk about, Clemson, unranked for the first time since November of 2014. That's 7 years ago, Mal.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I was in middle school. That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at Clemson, goodness gracious, Dabo has let the wheels fall off. Now, it's going to be hard, and I don't think we're going to see the effects of this for another 2 to 3 years. They're going to be good next year. They're going to be real good next year. Trust that.
You think so?
Yeah. Clemson will be good next year.
That was my next question. Do you think he gets the wheels back on the wagon?
The wheels have fallen off this year. Clemson will be very good next year. They have a new quarterback, and when you go from Deshaun Watson to Taj Boyd to Deshaun Watson to Trevor Lawrence. It went Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, right?
No.
Deshaun Watson. Who was it?
I think it was.
I think it went Deshaun Trevor.
I don't know. Let me look.
It went Taj, Deshaun. I know that. Anyways, when you go from the quarterbacks he's had to a quarterback like DJ Ukulele, and yes, I know that's not how you say his name. I don't care. There's going to be growing pains. And I mean, I get that for Clemson, and it's tough for Clemson fans, like you said, being unranked for the first time since 2014, but they're going to get the wheels back on next year. However, I do think this hurts recruiting for this year a lot. This is going to hurt the recruiting for the next year to 2 years a lot, especially if they don't make the playoffs next year as well. They go 2 years without making the playoffs, and I think their little quote-unquote dynasty is over. But have you found who –
well, this list only goes up 2012, but it says Taj Boyd was 2011, 2012.
2011, 2012. Then Deshaun Watson came in like, 13 or something like that?
I think.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Deshaun Watson was left in 2016, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so Deshaun Watson, right. Yeah. Okay, so when you look at those 3-stringer quarterbacks right there.
No. Kelly Bryant.
Kelly Bryant. That dude was good too. That dude was amazing. So you look at those 4-stringer quarterbacks right there. Clemson will figure it out next year. Now, if they don't figure it out next year, then Clemson's little dynasty is over. It's over. They don't figure it out next year. It'll kill their recruiting. And I think also people are starting to see that Dabo Swinney is a clown.
He's a big clown.
He is a certified.
I've never liked that guy.
He's a certified clown. He is one of the fakest. Now he might be the most sincere guy in the world, but whatever he says, it sounds fake. He whines. All he does is make excuses for why Clemson isn't doing this, that. I don't think anybody wants to play for that.
Hold on, wait. I haven't liked him since the TikTok came out of him going hickory dickory dock. The
mouse went up the clock.
The clock.
Dabo's on.
Sweeney got that drip
or something like that.
I'll put it in. Look at this TikTok. Look at this.
Well, I think everybody
look at this.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. Coach Sweeney's got that drip, and now he's on TikTok.
Look at it!
What a clown!
Look at it! Look at it! Here, edit in my hand. Look at it!
Hickory dickory dock.
Look at it! Okay.
I don't know if I can. Okay.
Try. Just try.
Clown, bro. It's almost as cringeworthy. Do you remember that video of Baker Mayfield doing at the Panini like rookie showcase where they do take pictures for the cards? He was doing the little dance. Remember, he was like,
yeah,
like that. Do you remember that? The Baker dance? And everybody tweets it whenever he does something bad.
Hey, look,
that video, that's cringe.
Say what you want about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has given me my favorite video of all time. It's a 3-second clip. It's either a 3 to 5 second clip.
Yeah, I know.
Baker Mayfield just sitting there.
Just one word.
You know what, Dylan? Blur it.
Okay. Okay.
And that's the video. So he's giving me my favorite video of all time. And it's literally, you can use it in any
He's pretty good in the commercials too.
He is. Oh, Baker's a good actor. Yeah, I need a Baker Mayfield, John Cena, Dave Bautista movie. We need to make that happen. We need to make that happen.
It'd be like, I don't know. It's John Cena's kind of goated, bro.
John Cena, it's just, man, like, if you get Batista, John Cena, who else? Like Will Ferrell and Baker Mayfield. Like the 4 dumbest people you could possibly put into a movie, because this movie would probably suck. I would pay to go watch it.
It'd be awful.
Just like 4 just awful comedians. Or 3 great comedians and Baker.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 and John Cena. John Cena's
all right. I'm going to do what I do best and get this car back on the road. So locks through week 4, we're both 4-3, 57%. My overall college football record, 24-32. My overall, which is 42%. Overall NFL record, 10-12, 45%. Mal's college football record, 34-27 at 55%. NFL still 0 wins.
We're falling.
Yeah. So our total records, you can see it below me right now. I'm below Mal. I'm at 34-44 at 43%. Mal's at 34-27 at 55%. Still positive, Mal. Still positive.
Has somehow.
But let's talk about my NFL picks last week. Lions money line. You thought against the Bears. One of the worst offensive performance, probably the worst offensive performance in NFL history, that the Lions would win, especially with Justin Fields starting. Nope. Bears somehow have life. And Matt Nagy still doesn't see that and still says Andy Dalton's going to be the starting quarterback. So that's that. Titans 7.5. Like I said, I was at the game. Titans Jets. Let me tell you something.
That screwed me hard. I had a couple.
Wishy-washy is not even the right words to describe Jet fans. I wish you could have heard them the first half. I wish you could have heard them. Let me give you a reenactment. We should get Donald back. Trade back for Sam Donald. We need Donald. All this stuff. And then they were talking about, we want Denzel Mims, all this jazz, everything. Jizz. But
goodness gracious, dude. Grow up.
But and then as soon as Zach Wilson started chunking them up, like
I'm talking,
I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, he just had a good game." No, this dude was chucking them up off his back foot. Just the only one that I would give him credit for is when he rolled out, told Corey Davis to cut upfield, and he did. That's the only throw I'm giving him credit for. The other ones, he literally just threw on a prayer. If we had any secondary, those would be picks in the other game. But everybody was hurt. So, yeah, Fat Randy misses the kick to tie the game. have the game end in a tie. Colts money line, I told you, there's no way they'll lose to the Dolphins. Colts versus Dolphins, over 43.5. I told you there's no way. 43.5. I mean, yeah, it was going to be a game, so 43.5. It hit at 44. It was a point over. Oh, I love it. Bucks 6.5. Probably one of the most boring games that has ever been played. That
Sunday
got
night
hyped up
football,
so
man.
much.
Sunday
It's almost
night
as bad as that Super Bowl. There was only like 10 points combined.
Yeah, Rams and
14.
Patriots.
Yeah,
What
bro.
was it? Yeah, Rams Patriots.
Yeah.
Awful.
I'm not gonna lie. I fell asleep after the first quarter. I
Mm.
didn't make it through past the first quarter. I was out like a lot. I just got back from the game that day. I was pooped. But yeah, got a good week coming up though.
Yes.
But let's kick it over to our next segment, hot takes.
For everybody that can't see,
I'm starting to think takes might not be as hot as they seem.
who's
They
that?
might just be real. I'm just saying our takes that we've had. They just seem real now.
Well, I mean,
I feel like
if we're speaking things into existence, then I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You want me to say it?
say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow. Okay. No, so if our takes are coming true, the Atlanta Braves will win the 2021 World Series.
Bats
And here's
are
why.
hot.
Here's why.
Bro, before you say anything else, MLB tweeted out a graphic and said, "Who's your NL MVP?" and did not have Austin Riley on the graphic. They
Who
had
cares?
Tatis, Harper, and Juan Soto.
Who cares?
Hello?
We don't need them. We got Austin Riley. We got Freddie Freeman. We got Ozzie Albies. We got Dansby Swanson. We got Travis d'Arnaud. We got Charlie Morton, Max Fried, Ian Anderson. We don't have Acuna. But
Nope, we don't have Ozuna.
we do have something that the Dodgers don't anymore. It's Jocktober, baby.
Jock Peterson, baby.
Jocktober, and Jock
The
Peterson
X Factor.
is
The
X
X
Factor.
Factor.
Jock Peterson knows how to win. I don't care if he's playing. He can be in the dugout, and he'll tell them how to win. Jock Peterson is the X Factor. He wins
Blue guy.
wherever he goes. Jock
Blue guy.
Peterson and the blonde hair is going to lead the Atlanta Braves to be the 2021 World Series champions. And me and Dylan
It
will
would be
sitting there.
nice. Listen, it would be great to win it, but it's like I wish Ronnie could experience it. You know,
Part two of
It's
my
tough.
hot take. It makes the most sense for the Braves to win it this year when Ronald Acuna is out.
everybody is.
It makes the
thinks
most
the
sense.
Braves have no
No,
shot.
no,
against
not even
the
because of that.
Brewers.
Not even because of that. Just because what's the most Atlanta sports thing we could possibly do? Go 50% the entire year, somehow finally make the jump, win the division the last week of the regular season, and then win a World Series after losing your best player and one of the best players in the MLB. Yeah, that's just the most Atlanta sports thing you can do.
That is true.
That is
true.
simply the most Atlanta sports thing that could possibly happen.
We'll see.
Kind of
if
like
that's
the
a hot
Hawks.
take or not.
Kind of like the Hawks. The Hawks fired their head coach and then went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Hello? If you'd have told Hawks fans at the start of the year after they fired the coach they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, they'd have said, ha, it's a funny joke. If you would have told me around June that the Braves would have won this division and they would be one of the hottest teams going into the postseason, I would have said, ha, good joke. I'm just saying.
I have a conspiracy as a hot take. Crazy conspiracy. I want you to hear me out. Everyone knows what happened with Urban Meyer this weekend. If you don't,
Oh, dude, this
You
isn't even
shouldn't
a
be
hot
watching.
take. This is truth.
no.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yeah. But as of now, while the waters are still being tested, it is a hot take. But it could be, like we said, spoken into fruition. Eating chip. I think all this was a ploy by the Meyer family.
Oh, yeah.
Shelley, who I looked at her Twitter at the time when all this was going down, she was liking memes of Urban's face from the pictures of the girls. And then she was tweeting about corn, shucking corn when she was a kid. She's either A, crazy, or she doesn't really care. Why else would Urban Meyer, one of the most infamous college football coaches in the history of the game that everyone knows, go to a bar in the state where he coached one of the nation's biggest college football programs, and have some 20-year-old all up on him? It makes no sense.
I have
Right?
an answer for that.
Hand down.
Alcohol.
I'm going to answer it. Yeah.
Alcohol does
Well,
make you
look,
do some dumb things.
yes, but
But
where was his wife? Where was his kids? His kids are old enough, right? They're old enough to like share a beer with their dad or something.
I don't know.
He said they stayed back in Ohio, didn't fly home with the team after the Cincinnati game to see his grandkids. So it makes me think they had to be old enough. Where were they doing all this?
Like the grandkids?
No, his children who have children
Mm-hmm.
and his wife. You don't live in Ohio. Why would you go out? It just doesn't make any sense. He is going to get fired or step down within the next 2 weeks and take either the USC head football job, coach job, or he's going to reinvent the wheel, reinvent himself, take over a small group of 5 team, coach them to excellence, and then take another Power 5 job. That's my hot take.
You want my hot take on your hot take?
Hot take squared. Let's hear it.
Urban Meyer's just that damn dumb, quite frankly.
No, probably. Yeah, no. He probably really is that stupid.
Look,
but
he is that. He's that stupid. I mean, the man is somehow out Lane Kiffin.
yeah, he has that out Lane Kiffin.
How in the hell do you out Lane Kiffin?
Well, I didn't think that was possible.
I didn't either.
Maybe he was just that girl had a big wedgie and he was just picking it for her, just helping her out.
You know what? If that's the case,
Maybe he's just being a gentleman.
But I don't think I've ever picked
Is it really any different than holding the door for somebody?
I don't think I've ever picked a woman's wedgie, but hey, more power to you if you want to do that. No, I think Urban Meyer's just that. I think he's just that stupid, quite frankly. I can't see any reason.
He did out Lane. That's a great quote. He out Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Like okay, Lane Kiffin is at Ole Miss. I am still not convinced. You would not convince me that Lane Kiffin is not Lane Kiffin somewhere on Ole Miss. You ain't gonna convince me. Lane Kiffin's going to Lane Kiffin. But Lane Kiffin always gets caught. Always. And he hasn't yet. So it kind of makes me think he hasn't, Lane Kiffin.
Did he change his way?
Has he? I don't know. But then you got Urban Meyer walking along. How can I be the dumbest idiot in the damn room? Oh, I know. And goes out and decides to.
Did you see his press conference?
Dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever watched in my entire life. It was so funny,
bro.
And I also was seeing all these quotes from the players, how they literally just like laughed at him after he gave his speech and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
He's
And
so embarrassed.
it could not have happened.
He canceled the team meeting
I know.
on Monday because he was so embarrassed.
It could not have happened to a better guy. Like, I'm just going to be honest here.
Oh, I hate him.
Oh, Urban Meyer is one of the scummiest dudes I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, dude, how do we know like he wasn't
like
having a heart
Saddam
attack?
Hussein, Urban Meyer, and it's close.
Like, if I'm no, we're not gonna go that far. But no, but Urban Meyer is just the epitome of an awful human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Yeah.
Well,
so do you think it's a ploy, or do you think he's just that stupid?
I think
he's just that stupid.
No, that's my hot take. He's just that dumb because that's a hot take. That's a hot take because honestly, that is incredible if you are that dumb. Like that.
I love the reporters peppering him. How does your family feel? How does your family feel? How does your family feel,
like,
bro?
Like we've unlocked a new level of stupid that I didn't think was achievable. Quite frankly, I didn't.
It's like Big Cat said. I hope he keeps the lake house.
like this is like past Mike Vick level stupidity, and that's hard to do. Like getting caught fighting dogs.
Or does Urban Meyer go to Nick Saban's School of Coaching, Alabama?
Hell no.
He's too big of a person to
Do
do
you
that.
think? Do you really think Urban Meyer?
I
and
mean,
Nick
Lane
Saban-
Kiffin did it.
Yeah, but that's Lane Kiffin, an offensive mastermind. Obviously, we didn't see that this week, but
Yeah, because mine
we
was.
didn't quite plug the microwave in this week.
And the fact that he was like, "Get your popcorn ready," and threw the mic down just to like get his ass beat.
The
was
second
so, like,
second I saw that, I said, "Oh shit, it's over."
yeah,
I said,
you just can't.
we've lost. So we've lost. I get it's Lane Kiffin. And Lane Kiffin's going to be Lane Kiffin, and that's the most Lane Kiffin quote I've ever seen in my entire life, and I absolutely love the fact that he did it. But you got to back that up. You got to at least not lose by 21 points.
I think that we've had two great Lane Kiffin moments this year. That and then the first game of the year when he was out because of COVID and was watching it at home doing interviews during the game. He was like, maybe I should just keep COVID all year.
I should stay home.
Yeah,
Lane Kiffin, dude.
And then he put on the little leather helmet in the office. That was a great moment, dude. That was a great.
I love Lane Kiffin so much, and
do
I don't
too.
care who you
He's
are.
great.
I don't care who you cheer for. If you don't love Lane Kiffin, I can't help you.
Yeah.
He's just a funny dude. Questionable morals, but all around
morals are a little
morals,
but
all around
he's a good coach.
He's hilarious. So, yeah,
I think that's
wraps
our
me
hot
up.
takes for the week. Yeah, we have went on some divergence this episode. We have went down some paths,
Hey,
but that's okay. But guess what? Let's go ahead and transition it over to our next segment, picks of the week with Caleb Mitchell and Landon Raby. We now welcome on Landon Raby and Caleb Mitchell, the guys from More Important Issues, as you know, on Twitter. Check them out. One of the best. Oh, if you're a Tennessee fan, and if you're not, great podcast. Yeah. How you doing, guys?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having us on, man. I'm excited to talk gambling. Hopefully, get some wins this week. Bounce back.
Yeah, rough week for the lads.
Yeah, it was a rough week. I bet like at $250, and I keep track of all of it through the weekend. I lost a total of 3 cents this past weekend. So NFL helped me, college did not.
That's solid.
Dude, I was chasing. I put $100.
Oh, he was chasing so bad.
He was chasing so bad.
Okay, so after the Titans lost, I was pissed, number one, because I was at the game. And so I turned my phone off after we lost, and he was messaging me as like, I'm about to lay it all on Tampa Bay 6.5. Ask your dad, should I do it? Should I do it? I was like, I saw it the next morning. I was like, did you end up doing it, Mal?
Oh, I put 100 on. I didn't lay it on. I put 100 on.
Oh, okay.
I ended up with like $46 left in my account, and luckily I've been putting so much money out just through regambling and stuff. I had $160 in bonus funds, so
ride it.
There you
I like
go.
it.
Let's play some ball.
Let's do it. Speaking of, let's go ahead and give our picks. I'll go first. My first of the week. Really like this. Buffalo. Let me get my little notebook. Buffalo 5.5 versus Kent State. I don't think Kent State is great. Buffalo is a great team. Always a great team. Good offense. I think 5.5 is easy money. I think 5.5 is good if you're taking the points, but they could probably win this thing outright against Kent State.
I mean, Maction.
Maction. Select
Action.
Love
There you go.
It's literally
we should 1 week every week you should have one Mac bet.
One Mac bet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Caleb does. Well, it's not Mac, but
It's
Group 5.
Oh yeah, Group 5 for sure. That's my first. I know you said not to. It's not. You call it a lock because it's a system bet and the system works. And
right.
Yeah, but no, you always got to bet on Maction, especially when you get Tuesday night. I know we haven't
Tuesday
started
night
yet, but you got to do it then. It's a given.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday night football. No. But you see, so at the start of the year, Dylan, what was my what team was I really high on at the start of the year?
And
Like
which
in the SEC West? What team was I incredibly high on at the start of the year?
You said, here's your prediction. You said that Texas A&M was going to win the West.
Oh. Yeah, I did. Hey. I bought the hype. And I should have bought the hype. But Alabama covers 18 against A&M. A&M is a dumpster fire. Oh, my word. A&M is a dumpster fire. I don't care if this is in College Station. I don't care if this is on the moon or on the top of a Walmart. Alabama covers 18 against A&M. It's just,
I love
they're bad. They are so bad.
I'm actually in this game too, but I got Alabama -10 first half. I think they're really good in the first half. I think they're up 28-0 on Ole Miss in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
21-9 against Florida. So I'm riding Alabama -10 first half against A&M.
I love that bet.
It's a good bet.
If I had any money left over, I'd place it too.
What you got, Kales?
So are y'all doing do y'all do like beginning of the week when the line's released? Do y'all bet then, or do you bet like?
I bet everything.
I usually get them early, and it usually it either helps. Like, the first week I had Tennessee, I ended up getting 35.5. I think I opened at like 33.5.
Yeah.
So it either hurts you or it helps you. Either way, but I usually bet early in the week.
Like last week, I took Georgia points early in the week, and then Stetson Bennett ended up starting. Luckily, it didn't matter. But this week,
sweat it out a little bit.
Sweat it out whenever they announced Stetson, the Keebler elf. But goodness gracious. Hey, if y'all want Stetson, we'll happily give Tennessee Stetson, by the way.
I think y'all can man.
I think we're the greatest backup of all time, right?
Well, he's been there for like 6 years. So.
Yeah.
He's the most experienced backup for sure.
Yeah.
He's like 28.
Don't even get me started on Kirby Smart and quarterbacks. Don't even do it.
Oh, don't. He'll go on a 15-minute rant. I don't want to do that. So
my favorite quarterbacks are the ones that run fake punts. I'm sorry. Okay.
Especially when they're on the punt team all year.
Right. So my first one, and this one, I think we talked about upsets this week. It probably ruined some of your alls. I thankfully stayed away from it. But I'm gonna jump to late night, Friday night. I think Stanford hung over. Arizona State's played really good this year. 12 is a lot of points, so it scares me. But I'm taking it. I think the hangover is too real for Stanford. They're not that good anyways. I don't know if y'all watched the game. I didn't, so I don't know exactly what happened. Other than what was it, like 3 penalties, Landon? We talked about this last night.
Yeah, they were
one drive.
It was 2:19, and it was 1st and 10 on Stanford's side of the ball. Oregon had the football, and a bunch of penalties, a targeting, and they gave up like a 96-yard touchdown drive, and then lost in overtime.
Yeah. So
let's be honest though. Every conference except the Big Ten and SEC, essentially just ACC, Big 12, and the Pac-12 are just down tremendously. Down so bad.
And it's fun that it's a mosh pit. They're all just beating the.
Oh
yeah. Everybody's beating everybody.
Oh, I mean that's what I've been saying. If you take Georgia and Alabama out of like football this year, it would be the most interesting year ever.
Agreed.
Like who would you bet on to win it?
Michigan.
Dude, okay. Yes.
The blue.
Yes. Michigan is,
and they still could lose 2 games this year.
Oh yeah, they probably will. They'll definitely at least lose one before the end of the year. But speaking of people beating other people, I got Texas money line this week.
I took +3. I did.
That's one of those, and I have a saying: if it's anything less than 4, I'm never taking the points.
That's fair.
I'm just taking money line. I live by the sword. I'll die by the sword. I got Texas money line. I think Oklahoma. They're it's obviously the neutral site, but yeah. Look, Oklahoma hasn't got caught yet. They're going to get caught this week. Texas wins this game.
Yeah, this is the Texas team that also has not looked amazing.
I don't care.
I mean, they
Oklahoma's
beat Texas Tech by dude. What did they beat Texas Tech? It was like 71 to.
They beat them by 35, I think.
And they scored 71.
Yeah, the other team put up 35. Texas Tech put up.
Okay,
35.
dude. So this is my thing. Like, if Rattler's going to figure it out, it's going to be this week because Texas defense is not good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It can go either way. It's either going to we want Caleb Chance back.
Yes.
That's going to go again, or he's going to figure it out. But I'm taking my chances. So
yeah.
Bijan Robinson has like 200 yards in this game. I'm liking that.
Yeah. Oh Lord, Red River's too rich for my blood. No, my second pick. I think Dylan has it too. Give me the Vols -10.5. South Carolina, the Gamecocks, the Shamecocks.
I will say, Mal, one thing.
Oh.
This was my lock of the week. 10.5 against a terrible, terrible, terrible South Carolina team.
Does that mean I said, if black jerseys? Busting that
No
out?
black jerseys this week. If we do black jerseys this week, Danny White needs a kick in the nuts because that's the dumbest thing of all time. A noon game, black jerseys. It's going to be hot. The guys don't need to wear black till next week or 2 weeks. Tennessee 10.5 is my lock.
Just so you know, I don't care what the line is. I'm hammering Ole Miss in that game. Y'all wear black jerseys.
Fair.
I mean,
We'll see. Listen. If Ole Miss struggles again this week, then I'm worried. But if they whoop up this week, I think it's
Wouldn't it be
probably
the
better.
most
they got
Tennessee?
Arkansas, don't they?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be the most Tennessee thing ever to have a player pass out from a heat stroke wearing a black
Wearing
jersey
black.
at noon in the middle of October.
Anytime we do anything special, I have like PTSD flashbacks to when Muschamp, when we checkered Nealon, and he was like, "All this is cool and all that, but it don't matter." I just get that interview on the game, PTSD. So
I love
thought
all these
you-
people. Sad.
yeah.
I thought you were about to say PTSD when y'all checkered Nealon and Georgia beat you 41-0.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, you were there with me on that.
Yeah,
we were there,
I
Mal.
was
Yeah.
there for
That was a good time. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, good days.
Well, the first play was a pick. I knew we were in trouble.
Oh yeah.
I knew we were in trouble.
Dude, I could not have predicted 41-0 in that game. I thought y'all were at least going to score something.
Was it 41? Was that 18
It was
or
yeah,
19?
that was 2017.
Oh, 17. That's yeah.
That was
that
your
was
Georgia
Butch.
win.
That was Butch's last year. I
Yeah, that was
blocked a
Butch's
lot
last-
of.
No, y'all got fired. He got fired after that week. I'm pretty sure.
No, he
finished.
that's when I said he
Was it?
should be fired.
He got
hung on
fired
for a
after
couple-
Missouri.
Yeah,
After Missouri, yeah, okay.
should have
Oh,
gotten
God.
fired then though for sure.
Butch Jones, what a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Arkansas State, baby.
Yeah, he's about to get waxed.
Is it me or you, Landon? Who's
I'll go. I got Michigan minus. I had them at -3. I think it's 3.5 now.
Yes.
But I think
Go to
Nebraska
the
isn't good.
victors.
Hail.
Adrian Martinez, former Vol commit. It doesn't matter.
The only reason I'm kind of worried about Michigan in this game is because it's in Nebraska with, their new flashy lights that are totally not ripping off Alabama, Georgia, and everybody else in the nation that has them. But
They destroyed Wisconsin on the road.
Wisconsin, dude, Graham Mertz might be the worst quarterback in Power 5.
Wait now. Hey now.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We know who's on Tennessee's bench and who exists. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Joe Milton, bro.
Overthrow Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Milton, how many touchdowns does Joe Milton have?
how many rush? I think he has like 2 rushing, both against Bowling Green. You gotta have a handful of passing. I mean,
Because
too many.
take me from him, but
probably.
I'm pretty sure Graham Mertz only has 1 touchdown on the year. It's like-
Hey, doesn't he have like 8 picks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like Graham Mertz might be the worst quarterback in the nation.
It's tough.
Like it's bad.
And he's like a freshman phenom. Like
Yeah.
they love.
Oh,
him
I
as
remember
a
when he
freshman.
first came. Everyone was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he was
he
like
went crazy.
10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions those first couple games, and then
And it was pretty obvious from the get go. He was just an average Wisconsin starting quarterback.
yeah.
At best, I guess I should say. At best.
Yeah.
But speaking of Butch Jones, this is the one that it's a lock every week. It's the system play. Coastal over. And people are sweating it 72.5. That's a lot of points. Doesn't matter. I mean, but here's the thing. Butch Jones is going to help you out. I think they scored 33 points last week and got beat by 20. They can keep that up. Coastal's going to cruise to a win. Landon mentioned them getting destroyed. And the overhit's easy. 72.5 is nothing to Jamie Chadwell. Nothing.
Yeah, are they on the teal field?
They are they're in Jonesboro. They're going to
Okay.
Arkansas.
Wait, do they still have that one? They still have that quarterback. What was his name? The mullet kid,
Grayson McCall.
Grayson McCall. They still have him or no?
I'm really
They
not-
do. I think
I
he's
haven't watched the
questionable this
Coastal
week
game.
though.
Is he questionable? Ooh,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
That's interesting,
Jamie
man.
Chadwell.
doesn't matter. Okay.
Butch Jones,
They're-
did you all see Arkansas State threw for 435 yards and got beat by 20?
I think they literally have the worst defense in America.
They have to.
Wow.
they have to. Besides Missouri, of course.
Yeah.
No. They're behind Missouri. Not rush defense, but total defense. Yes.
Okay. My next one stays in the SEC. I think Kentucky keeps it rolling. I think Orgeron, Mal, we talked about it earlier, might be gone after this week. Kentucky -3.
His seat is
Bubbling.
It's scorching. Like,
Bubbling.
oh.
Urban Meyer to LSU?
No, I quite frankly, see, I don't know what Joe Brady's looking at, but if they do fire Orgeron, I feel like they might try to go after Joe Brady.
God, if they take him from my Panthers, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't think Joe Brady will do it. I think he likes being in the NFL, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see LSU trying to go after Joe Brady, get him back. Because if we're being honest here, he's the only reason they won a national championship.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you look at what Joe Burrow was the year before they got Joe Brady, it was all
Right.
his system.
Average.
It was
yeah.
all his system.
Yeah.
All his system. No, but my next pick, it's just the next in line, Dylan. So we're just going to throw my lock out there.
Let's hear it.
Just going to do it. Vegas done messed up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I know what you're gonna say, and I have
They
that
done
too.
did it.
So
They
it's
done
on my card as well.
They done did it again. Georgia's gonna put up 45 by themselves, most likely. I understand Auburn has an actually really good defense, but okay. Let me rephrase this: if JT plays, Georgia should not have any problem putting up 45 plus.
I don't disagree.
But it's a lot of points.
Well, and I thought they would. Everyone saw was it 62 against Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
The problem is it's Vanderbilt, but I did say I thought they would score more points against Arkansas. You get confidence when you score, so naturally you're going to be better. I just don't.
So a lot of the reason did y'all get to watch the game?
Well, they're going to shut out Auburn. That's my concern. I watched a little bit of it at the same time as the Tennessee game, but I was flipping.
Oh yeah. So Georgia, we literally threw the ball not even 8 times. I think we threw the ball 6 or 7 times that game.
Average 7 yards a carry.
Yeah. Georgia, when I tell you they just ran it down Arkansas's throat, that's why we didn't put up the points. Stetson can sling the ball. Stetson, a lot of people don't know this, but Stetson actually has a better arm than JT Daniels. It's just he's a Keebler elf and can't see over the line of scrimmage. So
he's got to be like one of those kids that go into the movies where they stack on each other's shoulders.
see, I wholeheartedly believe Mac Jones isn't that kid from the Cam Newton commercial. I fully believe that Stetson Bennett is that kid. He just did not grow at all.
That was his recruiting visit, actually.
Yeah, that was his recruiting. So, see, when Cam Newton was at Georgia, yeah, that's yeah. It's still hard to believe that Cam Newton was committed to Georgia at one point.
I didn't realize he was, and then he went to Florida. So he just he took a whole trip around the SEC.
Yeah, he did.
Now he's taking a trip around the NFL. Except nobody's going to pick him up.
Justin Fields.
Dude, Fields is don't get me started on Fields.
Dude, you took my lock. It's Georgia minus 14.5.
Okay. Well, you took the over though, didn't you?
I took the over. Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I got 14.5.
Yeah, I mean,
because
Vegas,
Auburn's not going to score.
No,
that defense is disgusting. Jordan Davis is like a bigger Aaron Donald in college.
The only way
playing a terrible offensive line.
Yeah.
The only way Auburn scores is if Bo Nix gets a 4th and 20, because Bo Nix for some reason on 4th down just turns into a god.
Yeah.
They get to 4th and 20 and try to go for it, then that's the only reason they'll score.
I mean, if he scrambles around like he did last week, he's going to get destroyed. Yeah, he will get destroyed.
I mean, oh God, but no, I mean, Georgia's allowed 23 points all year, and our Georgia's starting defense hasn't even allowed 7 points. They've allowed 6 points.
Yeah, what's the total? 22 or 23 points all season long?
23 points all year.
Yeah.
And that's including a pick 6 that Carson Beck threw against UAB.
Jesus.
That makes me so mad.
And Clemson, did they score an offensive touchdown?
No, Clemson scored 3.
Yeah, no offensive touchdown was scored.
There was not an offensive score. There was not an offensive touchdown scored.
That's what I'll remember. Yeah. Yep, Georgia 14.5, easy.
Yeah, I like it.
Love it.
It's on my card, so.
I hate my next pick because I've been calling Wake Forest overrated, but 6.5 over a terrible Syracuse team. Wake Forest is the only undefeated team left in the SEC or ACC. One of the C's. There's a C in there somewhere. Yeah, Wake Forest 6.5. I think that's one Vegas may have gotten wrong. That may be a 20-point ball game.
Yeah,
I agree. Wake Forest should win the ACC. Keyword should, but I'm sure they'll stumble along the way.
We'll figure it out.
Dude, how's Pittsburgh looking in the ACC right now?
I think they're receiving votes to be in the top 25. I think Kenny Pickett had a really good game last week against Georgia Tech. They destroyed Georgia Tech, too.
Oh, dude, it was – they were on my card last week.
Landon, I think you said it best. If Tennessee beats Pitt, we're probably like 18th, 17th. In the
country. I mean, we had the same resume as Auburn, and they're 18th.
Yeah.
They beat up on some shitty teams, and They
Well,
beat
they played
LSU.
They played a number. What is Penn State? 12 right now. Number 12
Yeah.
came to the wire. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which Tennessee didn't take Florida to the wire or anything. That
No.
win looked that.
We had them sweating in that first half,
quarter.
though.
First quarter,
We
yeah.
had 'em
Had 'em
sweating.
Looked
first
dangerous that first quarter. Oh man, I think I had Tennessee was 20.5, and then it was 24, and then overthrow Joe. Got down to like the 6-yard line, couldn't even score a touchdown in the last minute of the cover, so it's tough. But
That
Yeah, what happened to Hooker?
oh, he's fine. He played last week.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
did he?
good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Thank God.
I think I would have felt worse for the people who lost the cover if Tennessee had scored that touchdown, because that would have been a brutal way to lose that cover.
Well, it's just like me being selfish. Like, come on,
Like,
give it to me.
yeah, I mean, I think the people because that was a complete garbage time touchdown. I also don't understand why it should have either been a touchdown or an interception. Why are you throwing that ball away? That makes no sense. So it is.
I don't think he has an option. I don't think he it's something. There's like a mental disconnect where he just. It's like a broken pitching machine that's stuck on high. He can't turn it down. There's no way. It's just
Literally one of Tennessee's former baseball coaches is from Ohio, but he's a Michigan fan. And he literally told me as soon as we named Joe Milton the starter, he was like, dude, Joe Milton couldn't hit Aaron Judge if he was standing right next to him. I was like, you know. And then he texted me the other day. He's like, I told you so.
yeah. Do you think speaking of, do you think he stays? Finishes his eligibility? Or he leaves? He's got to leave, right?
leave.
Yeah, because
he's gotta leave.
Hooker's got another year, so
Yeah.
What happened to Harrison Bailey?
I don't think he's mobile enough. I think they really want a mobile quarterback. And
I don't think he fits an offense.
I don't think I just think he's not good either.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you make it work if you can throw the ball, you make it work. I don't know if he can throw the ball well enough.
I definitely think he was the best option last year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, Brian Maurer.
No.
I don't like. Hold on. I feel like we forget about JT Shrout a little too much.
Yeah, JT Shrout was terrible. You love JT Shrout. JT Shrout was god awful.
I didn't say he was great. I said he was the best quarterback on the roster last year.
No.
That's not saying much, though.
It's not at all.
No.
At all.
Okay.
Any more college picks that we didn't get to?
I do want to ask y'all too.
Yes.
What's up?
Michigan State Rutgers -5. You
Yeah.
like that one?
It's on my card. I was about to say it.
Okay.
I got Michigan State -5. Look, the Rutgers are good. The Rutgers also have the coach that y'all should have until
God.
y'all ran him off.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
thankfully.
Dude, Chiano is literally up there
We got Bobby
recruiting.
Hill instead.
Dude, Chiano's recruiting at a very good level in the Rutgers. Imagine what he could have done at Tennessee. Y'all dodged the McDonald's situation. I understand everything in the past, but you got to take a chance sometimes. Look at Ole Miss. They hired Lane Kiffin.
He's also just not a good football coach with a troubled past. I'll take Urban Meyer. I don't care what you do if you win football games. I'll take Urban Meyer.
True.
Who
They ain't
isn't
winning football
humping
games.
co-eds in a bar? Like, sign me up.
I think he was. I told
I'll tell
Mal.
you
I
who's
think he
not.
was being a gentleman and he was picking her wedgie. It's the same as opening the door for a girl. It's the same thing.
Agreed.
I was talking to Dylan. Okay, do y'all think Lane Kiffin is pulling a Lane Kiffin down there in Ole Miss?
Like jetting soon?
Oh yeah. No, not that.
Oh.
Just,
For sure.
Being good old fashioned Lane Kiffin.
Have you seen some
yeah.
of those sorority? Like,
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Or do you think Lane Kiffin's really changed his ways? Because I think Lane Kiffin actually might have flipped the script. I think FAU might have taught him a good lesson.
my man started going to hot yoga for a reason. I know that.
Oh God.
I do have one more lock. This is a little. I think it's bold. If it was 3 hours later, I'd 100% lock it. But I'm just going to ride it. Iowa -2 over Penn State. I think Iowa's just. They look like a different Iowa this year. They look really good. They're going to control the line of scrimmage the whole game. Iowa -2, and it's almost like picking money line, kind of like what you said earlier, Dylan. It's almost money line. Get a little bit better value for it. Take them -2.
See, I got some more. I got a couple more college picks.
Yeah, he loads up.
Dude, I love college picks.
Go for it.
They're
bro.
way
And
easier
I
in the
can't-
NFL. Way easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Alabama and A&M are playing. Alabama's defense is good for at least giving up 14 points. I understand Texas A&M's offense is absolutely atrocious, probably one of the worst offenses in the SEC, and that's saying something considering I'm talking to 3 Tennessee fans.
Hey.
Hey. I
Won by
know
38
it's all
last
jokes. It's
week.
all
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah,
It's all
yeah.
jokes.
Tread
No,
lightly, son.
It's all jokes. A&M will put up at least 14-17, and if they don't, congratulations, Alabama. Your defense finally did its job. But over 51.5 in this game, I just don't see any way it doesn't go over 51.5. That seems really low for that game. Alabama's offense is Alabama's offense.
Yeah, they might
They'll
score
put up-
51 points.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I got that. And then let's see. I got Michigan State -5, Georgia -14.5, Michigan -3. We've already said those. So yeah, that's my college picks.
That's it. All right. I have 5 NFL picks. I did 5 and 5 again this week. So my first, I'll tell you who the best team in the NFL right now is right now. It's Green Bay. They're back. Everybody can say what they want. Green Bay is back and is the number 1 team in the league. No question about it. 3.5 against Cincinnati is an absolute joke. We're going to kill the bookies on this one. Green Bay 3.5 at -105 is free money.
Yeah, I'd go get that right now before that. I don't know how it's 3. I agree. That 3, it's absurdly
disrespectful.
low. Absurdly
Disrespectful.
Hey, Tennessee Titans, baby.
That was
Let's
my
go.
next one. Yeah.
Bro.
-4.
Look, I get it. Just lost to the Jets. That's awful. But you're going away. The Jaguars are in shambles. Absolute
Especially this
shambles
week.
right now.
Urban
Oh,
Meyer
God.
might not even be on the sidelines. So
That's what I'm saying.
Do they play better because of it? Ooh.
I don't think that.
Oh, they get a little fighting for their coach action going?
Yeah. We got to save his
Dude,
job.
nobody is fighting for Urban Meyer.
Tell that
maybe
blonde man,
fighting
okay?
him, just in general, fighting him.
Yeah,
not
fighting
for
Urban Meyer,
him.
maybe, but not fighting for Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
I think if Urban Meyer's on the sidelines, they might throw this game to get him fired.
that is true. Well, they can't. I don't think they can throw it. I mean, they should lose anyways.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
So just
Trevor
play
Lawrence,
normal.
dude, Trevor Lawrence is Mac Jones the best quarterback in this draft class?
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah,
like it
who's
right
gonna-
now.
Who's
It
going
looks
to win
like it.
Rookie of the Year? That's what
I have.
Is it Najee Harris?
No, I don't think so. I
Well, I
think.
mean, the Steelers are terrible, but
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, hot take here, but if Burrow keeps linking up with Jamar Chase like he is, it could be Jamar.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, so I also have Titans -4. I think it's a bounce back. Like we said, we literally lost to the worst team in the league last week. Yeah.
Hey.
I
Sunday.
suffered. Let me tell you, I suffered through the second half of that game.
I feel bad for you, dude.
How long were you there? That game was like 6 hours long.
Yeah, I stayed until I actually left before overtime even happened.
Smart.
So, yeah. Well, I saw Tannehill chunk it up on 4th down, like the last or 4th quarter, and it hit the ground. So I was like, all right. So I watched the rest of it from the hallway, and then I got out before we missed a kick because I didn't want to A, get caught in traffic. B, it's going to tie anyways, and the Jets fans are going to be happy. So I just wanted to get out of there.
Fair. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Yep.
My first NFL one. I really don't. I'm not crazy about any NFL. It's just hard to bet on them. But 5.5 Arizona over the 49ers. I'm taking Arizona -5.5. They score a lot of points. Could be. I mean, I'm not calling that a lock by any means, but I don't see the 49ers being able to keep up with Arizona's pace of offense. So I think a touchdown feels like good money. Feels like good money.
Are we bought in on Kyler Murray?
I am. I'm sold.
Calamari?
I don't know if he plays.
I
For,
put money on him to win the MVP already.
I don't know if he plays for 10 years, but I'm all in this year. I'm all in the next 3 years. I'll say that.
I like Calamari. Calamari is a good quarterback.
Did you give yours, Landon?
One of mine is the over in Denver and Pittsburgh. I think it's at 39.5. I just think they score more than that. I'm not crazy about it, but I think 39.5 is just low. Can they at least score 20 points apiece?
I also have New England versus the Texans, and it's at 39.5. Anytime you throw a 3, any number that starts with a 3 on a total,
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't
You
care
gotta
if
take
it's the WNBA. I'm taking the over.
That's
So
the system.
30,
I'll take them both.
39 and a half, bro.
I'll take them both. I
Bro,
like
you
that.
could put the bench warmers out there and Bad News Bears or something. It'd cover. I mean, it's. I don't know
Oh,
how it does,
goodness.
but yeah. So at 39 and a half over Pat seconds. What game was yours? Denver and
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Big
makes
Ben,
sense.
baby.
Yeah, I'm going with it too.
Most mobile quarterback in the league.
Yeah, and he chucks it up. You know, they have, I think on Pardon My Take, they're like their favorite play is just having Claypool or Deontay Johnson just run up the sidelines and Big Ben just chucks it as far as he can.
Right.
And
That's about
hopes
all he
for
can
the
do
best.
anymore.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Hey, I like the Bucks, man. They're playing the Dolphins. Is Tua okay? I still have not heard much out of that.
He's
Tua's out
he's
for
on
the-
IR. He's out.
He's
for
on
like,
IR. Yeah,
I think he
he's-
has 2 more weeks after this, or
Yeah.
1 more week after this. So
I don't want to say I told you so because I do like Tua. Tua's a good kid, but I told everybody. How many times did I say that Tua was not going to be a long quarterback in the? His longevity is just not there.
I mean, when you talk about if you ever give a guy the label, even if he comes back from it, you call it a season or a career-ending injury. Like he's not going to come back even close to where he was. It's not going to happen.
Well, it's not even that. It's you look at Tua, and this is where a lot of people. I got a lot of shit for saying this. Tua, I don't even think Tua is that good of a quarterback in college. Honestly, if you look at his stats against the top 15 defenses, he was very mediocre.
He had a stretch where he was right after he got put in for Hurts, and then like the following year he was great, and then after that he was good enough to win championships.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
not
like I
it.
mean,
you guys still got to remember every
wouldn't
player
expect-
around him was.
Yeah.
You got to take that.
I mean,
into
you
account.
look at the next year when they played Georgia in the SEC championship. We picked him off twice in the first half, and they had to bench him in the second half. They like anytime he played a good defense, he just never really impressed.
And you're going to the Dolphins too. I mean, that just
you
sucks.
are.
Yeah,
I mean, poor like all these rookie quarterbacks. That sucks.
yeah.
I mean, Justin Fields. I mean, that offense is terrible. He did look better, but the Jets. I mean, even Joe Burrow going to the Bengals. I mean, it just the Arch Manning
He's done
effect.
good with them though.
Zach
No,
Wilson.
but,
Zach Wilson looks terrible. He doesn't even.
He doesn't.
He had a few good throws against Tennessee.
Let me tell you something. I told Mal this earlier. I don't want to hear anybody saying that those were skill throws. My man was chunking them on his back foot. The only one I'll give him credit for is the one he told Corey Davis to cut up field and threw it to him, dropped it in his lap. That's the only good throw I'll give him credit for. The other ones, he legit was just rolling out.
The Titans DBs are just atrocious.
Yeah, bad.
They've
Janoris
been
Jenkins,
atrocious
sorry,
for a while.
Jackrabbit Jenkins needs to get.
And
cut.
can we
Yeah.
stop calling? I hate that he gets to get called Jackrabbit. You're gonna have to play better than that if you.
I'm gonna start calling him Tortoise. He looked terrible. He was slow as hell the other week.
So
It was bad.
speaking of Zach Wilson, and the Jets is Atlanta -3.
Listen,
it's in London.
it's a London game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens.
It scares me.
I don't know.
We gonna get another
mean,
hat trick from CP?
Atlanta should have won last week. They should have won.
Oh, they should have. But you're also talking about Atlanta.
Talking about Atlanta
Yeah.
for sure.
You're
You know,
talking
they
about
should do a
Atlanta.
prop. And it was like the actual football over like 4.5 field goals made in the game. I love that. Actual football.
I'm sold.
Young Way.
Young Huiku. I love it.
Young Way.
He hasn't done
No,
anything
but,
for me. Now, you had him last year and you got like 20 points a game. He's gotten me like 4 or 5.
I got Graham Gano this year. Graham Gano is
Yeah.
he ended the streak this past week. But hey, dude, Graham Gano is one of the most electric kickers in the NFL.
What do you have week 1? Was it 20 points?
No, that was week.
Was it week
That was
2?
week 3.
Oh, okay.
I think it was week 3.
I was thinking it was way earlier in the season. Maybe he had a big week 1, and that's where I'm getting lost.
No, week 1 he didn't put up much. I think he only put up like 3 or 4 week 1. But like he put up, I think it was either week 2 or week 3, one of those weeks. But he put up a just absurd amount of points in fantasy.
I'm in so many fantasy leagues this year. It pisses me off. Like I hate. I'm in way too many.
Dude, that Tampa Bay line is at 10.5. Dolphins just aren't good.
So were you taking the Jets, Caleb?
I'm thinking about taking the Falcons. It's just in Atlanta. In London. That scares me. It's just like it feels like it's a weird game. I think maybe I think the Falcons were way closer to figuring something out than the Jets are. The Jets beat a
Yeah.
team that didn't play good. It should have been.
Well, you also gotta
And
think
didn't have about 4 or 5
Right.
starters. So
So
You
it's
also
like,
got to think about this. The NFL, I don't know why it seems like this, but hyped up games, and this game is hyped up in England for some reason. I don't know why the hell we're sending them the Falcons and the Jets. It's literally
we're sending them
trash.
leftovers.
We're sending them leftovers, but I feel like somehow, some way, whether it's just some voodoo or whatever it is, this game will be very close down to the wire to make England happy, excited about football.
Oh yeah, this one's
Probably a lot-
rigged for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's probably why they sent the worst teams, because like, does it really matter who wins? It has no
No,
effect on the season.
has no
so
effect.
It's probably
I would
true.
also what's the total in that game?
45 and a
I-
half.
I think I'd hammer it, honestly.
oh, you're going
Okay.
points.
Dude, it's in England. It's like he said. I think this game, might have a little funny business. Might be a little funny business on this game. What do people like to see? A lot of points. I don't know.
It's 9:30 a.m. So are they going to be up and running
Oh,
early that morning?
well, they're probably already in
I thought they were.
England.
I thought they were supposed to be there a week before. I didn't like that. I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround to go and wake up at 9:30 and play a game.
Mhm.
Or I mean,
that's ridiculous.
because they wouldn't have arrived until at least Monday morning at the earliest.
Yeah.
That's some jet lag right there. It was.
Yeah, they got
Gano had 22 in week 2. Other than that, yeah, you're right. He sucked.
Yeah. We too.
I had Zerline who had a bunch of points in I think week 1, or somebody helped me win a game. I don't know who it was.
It's a kicker, man. Kickers are going to kicker.
I'm not crazy about any other NFL games. None just
Yeah.
rock my.
I got 2 more, and I'll go ahead and just spit one out real quick. I wasn't sold on the Chargers until last night. I'm sold on the Chargers, sold on Herbert. I think, honestly, the money line is worse than the spread right now. I have Chargers -1 plus 100 against the Browns.
So
I
I
don't like Baker Mayfield. I don't like the guy.
see, that's your bias coming out.
No. I don't like him as an NFL quarterback.
That's your bias coming out.
It's not a bias. It's just,
That's your bias coming out.
Well,
I love Baker, but I don't think he's a good NFL quarterback.
I think he's a good fit for the Browns.
He's played better than
they-
any Browns quarterback in
Yeah.
last 15, 20 years.
I mean, the Browns are looking
but
for
how
stability.
high was that bar set?
Oh, very low. Very low.
Oh, not high at all.
Yeah.
I got one more NFL pick. I just put this in as a filler. Like I said, NFL's but I like the Rams in a bounce back against the Seahawks. Games at CenturyLink. I just like the Rams in a bounce back. I think Matt Stafford's gonna put it all together eventually. He's got that new system. He's gonna put it together. Because I don't think he's really put it together yet. I don't think we've seen the full Matt Stafford effect yet. So I think he's going to slowly but surely start putting it together. Rams -2. They can win this game by a field goal. I like the Rams.
Fair.
I'm going to go the best team in football. Sorry, Dylan. The Bills gets it done on the road in Arrowhead. They are the best team in football. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, he looks good in shorts. Definitely going the Bills. It's not a lock by any means, because whenever you have Patrick Mahomes on the opposing sidelines, you always worry. But
What are you saying?
I just love the Bills.
I'm so
all
excited.
about
I got Josh Allen as my fantasy starter.
Same.
Chiefs defense is atrocious.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, what's the over in
Josh
that
Allen.
game?
That's interesting.
It's
Gotta be like 56.
that's
56 and a half.
56 and a half.
Hey, guess
that's
that
a
line.
lot. That's a lot of points.
Is it really though? They put up 60.
Yeah,
Eagles
not for them.
Chiefs put up like 60
Yeah.
total last week. Yeah.
I do have a little parlay I want to get out there.
All right.
Same game or
Little- No, it's a little college parlay.
okay.
Taking some of my best picks, I feel like, of this week's
Now,
college football.
Every time we do a parlay, it ends miserably.
Look,
miserably.
look. This is different, okay? This is meticulously thought out, and it's going to lose on the first game. Michigan State -5 at Rutgers. Okay? It's going to lose on the first game. But Michigan State -5 at the Rutgers. Give me Tennessee -10.5. Give me the over 45 in the Georgia-Auburn game. Give me Michigan -3.5, and give me Alabama -18 versus Texas A&M. I like it. $10 to win $255. That's worth it. It's not going to win. It's not going to hit at all.
The only one I'm really worried about is the Michigan State one.
That's me too. I was about to say. Other than that,
It should. I mean, they should cover. I mean,
It
come
should,
on.
but I mean, it should. Every single parlay.
But never does. Who has how many more we got? I have one more.
I don't have any more.
I have one I kind of like. Maybe your last one. I don't think anyone's mentioned it yet. Dallas 7 over the Giants.
Yeah, I think that's easy money.
I do too. Which makes me fear it even more, honestly.
Right.
I'm like, that.
There's some I look at, I'm like, it's like a rat when they see uh-oh.
Lost
Mal's
mouth.
gone.
Yeah.
Lost Mal. It's fine. We'll keep going. It's like a rat when they have cheese out in the middle of nowhere or peanut butter on a mousetrap. It looks too good, but it's fine. My last pick though, Landon, is it Chubba
Hubbard?
I'm back.
Chuba Hubbard.
It's Chubba.
Chuba Hubbard.
It's Chuba?
I think it's
No,
Chuba.
It's Chuba?
No, it's definitely
Oh,
Chubba.
okay.
Is it Chubba? or
No, I'm
Chuba?
pretty sure it's Chuba.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Dylan.
Doesn't matter.
Hell no.
Eagles +4. Play of the week. Eagles +4. They figured it out last week on the offensive side of the ball. Devontae Smith. I love the Eagles +4 in this game. I think Carolina's somewhat of a fraud. I didn't think that until the Texans game, but
I do think it is a game to see who is a fraud.
Yes.
yep. It is a fraud testing game. But that was my last pick. Eagles +4.
Hey, you're lucky Christian McCaffrey isn't playing.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I don't think
Big
he's lucky.
factor.
I just think that's expected at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean he's definitely injury prone. Definitely
That was a great one, Mal. That was a really good one. But I think that is it. So thank you guys for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. And everybody, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Not me.
But besides that, be smart with your bankrolls. Be smart with your bets. See you next week.